The model of the Community Foundation is truly an excellent one. It's been around 100 years. The concept was started by a banker in Cleveland. That is where the first Community Foundation started in 1914. And it has now grown to over 700 community foundations in this country and in 50 countries throughout the world.
When we first established the Community Foundation, we didn't realize it at first. It is the equivalent of establishing a financial institution. The only difference is you have depositors who open accounts and open it for the benefit of some charitable purpose. So we had to cultivate depositors. One such example is John and Nellie Mazer, who have several funds within the Community Foundation. One that benefits the Arboretum.
Community Foundation is very grassroots. You're able to meet principals and teachers and superintendents of schools. You're able to meet individuals that want to leave some type of legacy for someone they may have lost. And then you get to work with businesses that really want to help create a larger presence in the community. And that's where Community Foundation brings a network of people that want to do good things together. And that's why it's so wonderful to be part of it.
There are tremendous benefits when an individual or an organization or even a corporation establishes a fund with the Community Foundation. One, we can have them up and running very quickly. There are no legal documents to file with the IRS, with the Attorney General's office. By virtue of them starting their fund under the umbrella of the Community Foundation, they automatically qualify for a 501c3 status for their charitable purposes.
Community Foundation now takes in all the administrative hassles away from the client and their families going through the generations and allows the clients to really target their planning with really very little upfront money. It doesn't require people with enormous resources to participate and actualize their philanthropic objectives.
My parents, with the Corinne Feller Memorial Scholarship Fund, were actually the very first fund to actually sign on with the Community Foundation, and I was nervous. Now when I think about what's gone on for the past 15 years and what we've been able to accomplish, it just couldn't have happened without the Community Foundation. Frankly, you start to lose steam. You lose steam when you're doing fundraising and you're trying to raise awareness and you're trying to do it all. And I have the Community Foundation to fall back on.
Once I met with Karen and she eased all that anxiety and literally within a day, she created our fund. Anything that we want to do to grow our fund, I know I can go to the Community Foundation to help.
The winning point, I think, is that it's one-stop shopping for a person with a fund or a person with an idea, and you don't have to do anything else.
To have these funds in their memory, keeping their memory alive, keeping their legacy alive, making sure that grandchildren and nieces and nephews will always know who Michelle Bratton and Tommy Foley were, is extremely important.
Walden Savings Bank's prior two presidents, John D. Garrison and David T. Cox, when they passed, the board of directors wanted to establish a scholarship fund in their honors. It was clear that the Community Foundation was the organization that could best fit the needs for the scholarship funds. They assemble the applications, they do a lot of the initial screening, and so we're lucky enough to have just a pile of applications to look through and vet through, and then we're able to award a scholarship that matches the criteria set by the funds.
I think the student reception that happens in July is probably my favorite event of the Community Foundation because it's so inspiring to see the students that have been supported through funds and grants through the Community Foundation, and to see, you know, our youth being very inspired to learn and to lead, and you know, it gives you hope for tomorrow. The value you get for what you contribute to the Community Foundation is by far, it's a great investment. You touch a lot of people.
If you ever want a foundation or a fund, then there's only one place to go to, and that's the Community Foundation.
It is tremendously gratifying to see this organization grow from its infancy to this stage that it's at now. The tremendous difference that has been made in these communities throughout Orange and Sullivan County and beyond through the funds that have been established and the grants and scholarships that have been given out have changed the landscape of our community. The Community Foundation is the go-to for anything charitable.